I've been wanting to try and get a video of this for the past couple days now. I've had this pretty well situated out here, but I just never quite found the time to get it. So it's been out here for a couple days now. I finally figured out a mounting system that I was going to use and figured out how I was going to keep it from getting completely ruined. I just had a piece of 3/4 inch plywood laying around the garage, so I made myself a quick and simple table for it. While the paint was drying, I just threw this piece of plastic over it. It hasn't rained much in the last couple days, but I've got a big plastic tote is what's going to be my primary defense on this. So I'll get the tote situated on it, and then I'll throw the plastic over the whole thing. So that should keep the motor and all the critical stuff reasonably safe, considering. But at least it's finally out of the garage, frees up some space, and it's not like it's a critically valuable machine. So if in 5 years from now it's, totally junk, it's not gonna break my heart. But anyways, just wanted to show you guys that. Let's see. So in the process of figuring out what I'm going to try and do for the bandsaw tires, I came up with this 1/16 inch thick rubber strip that I'm going to try out. I'm going to see if I can just make my own bandsaw tires. Probably have to cut the width of this down a little bit, but I think that's got a reasonable chance of working with some adhesive of some kind, be it epoxy or something. I should have something around the garage that I can make that stay stuck to the bandsaw wheels with. And this guy. So I got my first hole drilled and unfortunately I started working through it with this tap, and after about a few threads it just feels like it's taking too much torque, like it's possibly going to break the tap. So after all this work, I don't want to risk that. I would have preferred if I would have had some 3/8 inch hardware available, but what I wound up with is a 7/16 cap head screw, and I haven't drilled or tapped this one yet, but it's going to be a 5/16 cap head on that side. I'm going to have to come back in and grind down this, machine down the edge of that a little bit to clear the bedways, but I think it's going to work out pretty decent. So hopefully I've got another tap ordered through Amazon, hopefully something a lot better than this. It should be here about Friday or so, a few days out. So in the meantime, what I'm thinking is I'll start messing around with some of the stuff I was going to do for the shaper. So I'm going to start hunting around through the metal tonight and see if I can find some material I can use to fabricate a motor mount. Since it feels like it's going to be fairly decent temperatures, I think I can be out here doing some welding, having the heavy clothing on for that sort of thing. So I think that's probably going to be tonight's project, and then I'll start to kind of mentally go through what the other projects were, since this was supposed to be the project I was going to embark on before I wound up getting the Cochran Bly. So I think I'll start to get back into this and kind of work on it in the meantime of the other projects.